right, today is Module 4, Lesson 28. It says two-step problems. So again, a lot of these are going to be pretty wordy, but don't shut down. Deconstruct it one step at a time. Now today's, the last couple of days when we were solving equations, we were doing it algebraically or with the tape diagram. And both gave us the answer using the tape diagram or the algebraic method. Today's directions are actually going to tell you to use both. And it's not that we're going to solve it twice. The tape diagrams are going to help us write our algebraic equations that we'll use to solve it. So they're going to work hand in hand today. All right, so let's take a look at how these are going to work. We're not doing the sprints today because we have shortened periods. All right, so our friend Juan gained 20 pounds since last year. He now weighs 120 pounds. Rashad is 15 pounds heavier than Diego. All right, so I already see some crunched eyebrows. So Juan, and then we have Rashad, and then we have our friend Diego. If Rashad and Juan weigh the same amount last year, how much does Diego weigh? So here's our question. We want to know how much does Diego weigh. That's our main question, Diego. That's what we want to solve, okay? So J is going to be Juan's weight last year, and D is Diego's weight. All right, who's already intimidated? All right, absolutely. So let's deconstruct it one line at a time. Let's go back to the first line. Juan has gained 20 pounds since last year, now weighs 120 pounds. So we know, let's draw a tape diagram. So J is Juan's weight last year, but then he added 20 more pounds for this year. So Juan's weight last year plus 20 pounds equals what? All right, who has a question on how I drew that tape diagram? So Juan's weight last year, he added 20 pounds this year and is now 120. So he's a total of 120. So far, so good? And I got all of that from this piece of information right here. 20 pounds since last year. He now weighs 120 pounds. J is last year's weight. So I pulled all that out. Now let's figure out a tape diagram for Rashad. Rashad is 15 pounds heavier than Diego. Okay, so Diego plus 15 will equal Rashad. But Rashad and Juan weighed the same last year. So, Juan and Rashad, come on, smartboard, there we go. So notice how Juan last year and Rashad are the same size. That's what they told us here. Rashad and Juan weighed the same last year, so I drew them the same. But I also know that Rashad is Diego's weight plus 15 pounds. And I know that this is Juan's weight last year. So Rashad's total weight is the same as Juan's weight last year, but it's also Diego plus 15. So then what I will do is, here's my Diego. So that's my tape diagram for Diego. Notice how they're all lined up on the left. So now, which one of these tape diagrams can I use to write an algebraic equation? Which one of those is complete that I could write an algebraic equation? Yeah, what would that be? What equals what?
J plus 20 equals.
Perfect. Now I can solve that using inverse operation by subtracting 20 from both sides. So now I know Juan was 100 pounds last year. So if Juan was 100 pounds, we also know Rashad was 100 pounds. So wait a minute. So if J equals 100, I could take that J equals 100 and use it to find Rashad. Because Rashad equals 100 also. Can I write an algebraic equation now? Now what's my next algebraic equation?
D plus 15.
Yeah. So D equals 85. So Diego equals 85. Or if you want to write it like that, that's fine. And that's our answer. Diego equals 85 pounds. All right, let's do one more before the bell rings, and then I'll come back and answer some questions. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the next one. Marissa has twice as much money as Frank. Christina has $20 more than Marissa. If Christina has $100, how much does Frank have? So let F represent the amount of money Frank has in dollars and M the amount of money Marissa has. So that's Frank. Frank has F dollars. Marissa has twice as much. So if Marissa has twice as much, we take 2 of Frank's, and that equals Marissa. Now Christina has the same as Marissa, right? Christina has the same amount as Marissa, but what? Marissa plus another 20 for a grand total. Christina has $100. Which one of these can I write an algebraic expression for?
The last one.
So this would be M plus 20 equals 100. M plus 20 minus 20 equals 100 minus 20. So M equals 80. So we know that Christina has $100. And now we know Marissa has $80. Hold on. So if Marissa is 80, what's my equation for Frank? Stop moving. 2F equals 80. Divide both sides by 2. So Frank equals $40.